They say Boot Gang walked so famous Richard could run.
It's a whole lot of gas! What you wanna do, bro? Hey, what's that on you? What's that on you, bro? What's that on you, bro? Oh, what's that on you, bro? Oh, man. Oh.
Gang.
That purified by your graciousness, we may be.
What's up? She said turn it off. Yes, get out. She said turn it off. Boot gang, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, on King David, since I was a kid, I was always scared of dogs. On King David, y'all know who the fuck I am, shorty? King David, stop playing with me, shorty. Ooh, oh yeah, my dead homies, run up. Run up, my dead homies, I'm gonna do you. Oh yeah. Stop tweaking with me on King Dave. You're not even cut like that before I take your pipe.
What's up, everybody? It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking.
Yo, before we get into this introduction, man, shout out to you if you're new to the channel. This is my reaction. Be sure to leave a like, comment, turn on post notifications. Shout out to 1090 Jake for providing the video and the context of this story. Shout out to you if you're new and you just now joining in. Let's get into this story, man.
I'm with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on the series of events that led up to famous Richard being indicted by the feds.
Yo.
When it comes to Florida, not many places can top the madness. And then there's Chicago. 25-year-old Richard Sharp.
I didn't even know this nigga had just got indicted. I didn't even know that shit. Crazy shit.
AKA Famous Richard, would fall somewhere between the line of troll and comedian.
Cardi B always said it's always a motherfucker uglier than you, shorty. So just appreciate life. King Dave, hit that right guy.
You right. He got that.
No, trespassing, get out of here. Get out. You just killed me your last time, bro. On King Dave, I'm not Kanye. Trespassing, you have to leave. On King Dave, shorty. On King Dave.
Y'all don't even know what to say, because niggas do be trolling nowadays, man. Niggas is trolling crazy nowadays, man. Social media got people doing all type of shit out here, but eventually, you know what I'm saying, somebody gonna take you a little more serious than what you joking about and do something. Not saying that that's what happened to Famous Richard. I really don't know what happened to him. That's why I'm watching this video to find out.
Gaining fame for his wild antics, he'd move out of Chicago, travel into the more luxurious state of New Jersey. Richard was now close enough to where he'd be able to make content in none other than New York City and be safely outside of the madness that is Chicago. Now, he wasn't necessarily pranking the people of New York. He was running down on one of New York's most notorious gangs, the NYPD. Famous Richard was literally going viral for pressing cops for their guns, and Instagram was loving it. The New York Post would even write an article stating NYPD searching for armed rapper trying to take cops' guns, and the NYPD would file an intelligence alert warning the city about Famous Richard. He'd do a few harmless pranks, come across celebrities, and his career seemed to be on a steady rise. But NYC isn't all glamour and glitz. It's streets, bricks, and projects. And within those,
I'm telling y'all, they about to start cracking down on these damn content creators out here, these NPCs, whatever the fuck y'all want to call them. They about to start cracking down on this shit for real, because people really be out here trolling way too much, man. It's one thing to troll on the internet in the comfort of your homes or on some, you know, you doing it for yourself, but people really be out here doing some nonsense.
those streets and projects are the gangs of New York. Now, coming from Chicago, Famous Richard was no stranger to gangs and has an alleged tie to the Black Disciples himself. But many from Chicago would criticize his roots to the city, claiming he grew up somewhere in Minnesota. Richard would take to Instagram with his birth certificate, proving he was not only born in Roseland Hospital in Chicago, but that he's from the Hunnits.
Oh, King David, stop trolling me, man. Was born in Roseland Hospital, gang. I am from the Hunnits, gang. Stop trolling me, gang.
Located in the Roseland neighborhood on the south side, the Wild Hunnits got its nickname from the street numbers and the high level of crime. It's unknown how long Famous Richard lived in the area, but he definitely has roots in Chicago as his brother fell victim to the streets. On June 3rd, 2024, Chicago PD would respond to shots fired on Merrill Ave. This was the heart of Paxtown, an area based around 71st and Paxton, controlled by gangster disciples. Arriving on scene, officers would find 26-year-old Joshua Sharp, who was more commonly known as Lil Josh, the older brother of famous Richard. Josh had been shot multiple times to the body and once in the forehead, leaving him to be pronounced dead at the scene. A witness would tell police they saw Josh on the ground.
Now that's wild, bro. But that's that street life, man. That's what comes with it, man.
When the suspect ran up, saw Josh on the ground. When the suspect ran up, opening fire into his body before running off.
Damn.
Lil Josh was another rapper whose career went nowhere, and he can be seen in a throwback freestyle with two GDs very famous in Chicago drill history, Taekwon World TB and Taekwon World Poppy. All three of them would die from headshots in separate shootings.
Rest in peace. I mean, shit, you live by the gun, you die by the gun. That's just the way it goes, right? Man, this, you know what I'm saying? I'm not coming at nobody about this shit. You live the life you want to live. That's you at the end of the day. Everybody got a life to live. I'm not saying don't live against your life. I'm not saying do live against your life. Your life is your life. Live your life the way you want to live. But goddamn, you can see the examples of living against your life, man.
As soon as it became known Josh was dead, various gangs throughout Chicago would start dissing Josh, including NLMB and the Bloodhounds. With the dissing of his dead brother, famous Richard would fire back, dissing NLMB's dead members. But he was doing so from the safety of another city. Richard would take it a step further when he created the Quando Rondo Challenge.
Sheriff's deputies pulling out a man who had been shot in an SUV. This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
The video was a recreation of Quando witnessing his cousin's murder, the very same murder Lil Durk is charged with ordering. But again, Richard is from Chicago, where dissing the dead is as normal as making them dead. But in New York, Richard would quickly find the attention he sought.
Let a nigga play with me out here, gang. On King David. Let a nigga in New York play with me, gang. On King David, nigga. Y'all know, nigga, come on, gang. Ain't nobody gonna play with me, so I want a nigga to play with me. I be waiting on
2 hours later.
Love y'all, folks. On King David, folks. That page is backdoored me, for I love y'all on BD, folks. Motherfucker just shot me.
A lot of speculation came as to if he was really shot or was he just clout chasing. But the news would confirm the shooting did actually take place.
That's why I decided to come watch this video, because I heard about the shooting, but didn't really know the backstory. You know, you see these posters on Instagram and you don't really know if it's true or not, but I guess the more news that come out, the more facts come out, right? So
tonight, police are searching for the two people responsible for a shooting in Brooklyn. It happened in Bushwick off Central Avenue near Palmetto Street. Officers found a 25-year-old man grazed by a bullet to the head. He was rushed to a hospital in stable condition. Police say 2 men got away on a moped.
Now, famous Richard wouldn't be himself if he didn't make light of the situation, and he'd turn his own hospital release into a skit. In the skit, you can clearly see where Richard was grazed, as he has a patch with stitches on the back of his head. New York Crip Gino Rax would take to Instagram calling out famous Richard, claiming he ratted.
Yo, hold up. Yo, Rich, you know you just ratted, right?
Yo, this is how the feds get information. I ain't gonna hold you. Between the phones, the Instagram live posts, and the tagging and the beefing over, you know what I'm saying? They got their reasons, but this is the evidence right here.
Right? You was a rat. You just dry snitch. Stop ratting on niggas on Please Don't Lack, man. You talking about? You lucky niggas caught you before I got to caught you, you heard? Go get back. Go. Ah.
Gino would then share a screen recording of his DMs arguing with Richard, who said nobody ever did anything to him.
No nigga ever grazed me. I didn't even get grazed on King David, nigga. When I hit the gate, when I jumped over the gate, I hit my head on the gate, on my brother grave. When the police came, that's the first thing they seen. So they seen blood, they thought I was grazed, you goofy. You an internet nigga on King David, on bro grave. Nick, really, hey, you hear me? I really did call niggas from y'all hood and belt to their ass, gang. On my brother grave, I just got your location to your job. On King David, I'ma knock you out and wake you back up. On my brother grave, your ass gonna be trending for the rest of your life.
So whether or not he got shot, we don't know, as it's common for rappers to deny it so the shooters don't feel accomplished. But we do know shots were fired, and Richard damn near died after being lured into Bushwick. So almost getting his head took off before the new year, the feds would knock his head off less than 2 weeks into 2025. On January 10th, Richard would be taken into custody and indicted on possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The feds would allege 1 month after Richard's brother was killed, Richard possessed a 9mm Beretta with a defaced serial number and an extended magazine holding 25 rounds. Richard, or someone close to him, would take to Instagram stating he needs a federal lawyer and he'd call upon his fans and supporters for help. But with the feds, there isn't much that can be done. Unless Richard has 𝐭𝐸 money and can get the same lawyer who got Zay 14 months in prison for a Glock with a switch, then Richard can expect to get something around 4 years in federal prison. Whether it was his brother's death mixed with the paranoia from the dissing Richard did, or he just kept it on him, knowing he was playing a risky game in New York, Famous Richard's career has officially been put on standby and could quite possibly be ended as he awaits federal prosecution.
Man, I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Y'all leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what y'all think about that, because that's some crazy shit right there.
Now with the internet, it's almost like a gladiator ring, right? The fucking Coliseum. That's what the internet has become, because the consumers, the people that's watching, they want more and more and more. They want riskier shit, more dangerous shit. You're pussy if you don't do this. You're a bitch if you don't do that. And then when you do it, you're stupid, you're dead. And then they're in your comments saying, ha, 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 whatever, whatever, you got smoked, right? That's the internet. Boom Gang did crazy shit, especially for his time. He's really like one of the pioneers of doing crazy fucking shit. He was running up in churches, running on store counters, everything. But he completely changed his life around. He was on drugs, he was on this, he was on that, completely changed his life. Now he's a man of God. And all anybody can do is salute that, bro, because the career that he had was only gonna go so far. And a lot of the people that were on that ride with him went nowhere. So when it comes to Famous Richard, you can only ride this wave until it goes bad. That graze to the head, whether it was real or not, could have ended his life at the end of the day. Now he's going to federal prison and he's made plenty of enemies dissing on the internet. And it's unfortunate because, you know, society or the internet is fueling the fuckery. The fuckery is putting money in people's pockets. And when they see, oh, he's doing dumb shit and making money, I'm gonna do dumb shit and make some money. And it becomes this endless cycle of just jackassery.
Hey, man, that's the video, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let this be wrapped up. With that being said, man, I'll see y'all in the next one.
Fuck your questions, I'm a boss. I used to take hella losses, now broke niggas.